Alright, we're live. We're in time for the Grand Enduro. We're not going to be a day late this time, but we will be next week, unfortunately. Just how things lined up for me. I will be away for the weekend. Okay, that's a sharp return. Yeah, this seems like a bit more of a basic map as far as the Enduros go. So we should be able to learn it pretty quickly. Oh, is there another way? Hmm. Oh, I did realize music's not on. Let me at least get the in-game music on. Div 1 today, we'll see. Doesn't seem like this map is very complex though, so I think we can do it. Okay. It's a Div 2 time. I see the booster on the side though. Like, you don't start going over the booster, so why is it there? Is there an alternate way to get there? That's what I'm curious about. Let me check. I know it doesn't look, maybe jump over that is the idea for a little speed boost in the end. A little bit of a risky end of the lap. I guess we can go for that. Yeah, seems like because of how simple this track is, the difference in qualifying times, like between Div 1 and Div 2 is going to be really small. So we're going to need to get a nice, precise time. Let's go around. Don't have enough speed because of the gear down we got. I do really wish I played in the Grand Enduro last week, but unfortunately it's busy. Because it looked like it was interesting with the alternating laps. Okay, a little better. Technically a Div 1 time. But that will not hold. That time will not hold Div 1. We need to improve. Probably a few more tenths. Like, I don't know if we need a sub 39, but we need to be close to it. Oh, the gear up at the worst possible time. Okay. Oh, almost 5 divs today. Actually surprised. I feel like that's more than the Grand Enduro normally gets these days. So it's good that we seem to have a little more than usual. A little slow. Yeah. Overslid a bit. Close to PB. If we didn't overslide, that certainly would have been a good PB. Okay, we got like 5 attempts. Well, probably like 6. 6 attempts to make this thing happen. Oh, really close to the wall there. Gear up at the worst time. Can't tell if I lost speed to the clip there. Yeah, it seems like it. Almost a PB. But yeah, we're gonna need a few tenths. We want to be Div 1 today. Yeah. Keep gearing up there. Oh, really good speed this time. Oh, we wasted it. Yeah, we had like a good speed slide or something there. I got like 2 more attempts. Looks like we might be Div 2 today. We'll give it a try. The airtime there is not great. Yeah. Alright, come on. No, yep. I thought I had time to respawn, but I didn't. Unfortunate. That will do it then. We'll take the Div 2, I suppose. Alright. While we're waiting for things to start up, I guess I'll have to do my advertising. I didn't have a chance to do it earlier. Let's see. Okay, good. The audio is working. Forgetting where it even advertised to. One sec. Okay. Div 2. Thank you. I will need the good luck. It seems like I tend to do worse in the maps that are easier, so this isn't exactly my kind of thing, I guess. Quick 60 laps, they say. Yeah, it should be, considering the lap time was like 38, 39. And that's without a running start. So yeah, I think this one will actually be a pretty short one. Alright. Okay. Just about to start. Yeah, so we're gonna just have to focus on not making mistakes. I tend to make the same amount of mistakes whether it's a simple map or complex map. So the complex maps normally favor me. But we will have to see what happens. I am hoping that we can get a good placement. It seemed like there are a lot of players today, so that might be part of the reason we couldn't make Div 1. Yeah, it's probably going to be a pretty big pack for a while. One person just didn't start. Okay. Not used to taking these turns with speed, or with higher speed. We'll have to adjust a little bit. Ooh, I touched the wall a little actually. That's a bit unfortunate. Not the worst thing in the world, but now moves back a bit. Yeah, a little scary. Lost speed due to how I landed that. Okay, 8 geared up. But yeah, I think we're stabilizing a little bit. Like we're in this like second pack behind the front pack here. But we're in the front of it. Yeah, I suspect even in Div 2, the winner's not gonna make like any mistakes whatsoever. Oh, the gear up. I guess the gear up's not the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty annoying. If you get it. Because I'm like trying to avoid it, but you like... your car is trying its hardest to gear up there. We're respawning that. Alright, we're gonna jump back a few spots. As I said, I'm gonna make the same amount of mistakes I normally do, it's just everyone else probably won't. Oh yeah. That was a silly mistake. I jumped over the wall way too early. That one's gonna cost us. The other respawn was fine, but that respawn's gonna cost us a bit. Yeah, we're just gonna have to accept that we're gonna eat that gear a lot of the time, I think. It's too tricky to avoid. I mean, we'll try to avoid it, but if we eat it, we eat it. Okay. Gotta be careful of that angle, I suppose. That could have been worse. It looked like I was set up in an angle that was irrecoverable, but we ended up just bouncing back on. Yeah, again, I seem to make the same amount of mistakes no matter what, so these simpler maps, they don't favor me. I'm getting messages in the middle of Enduro. I'm getting distracted by IRL, I'm sorry. I can't answer. Kind of stuck in the middle of a race. Try and recover a bit. Okay, come on. Let's pick up the pace. That was unfortunate. We lost grip there. Well, we'll have to answer after I get out of this race, so I guess let's focus on finishing up as fast as possible. Oh, almost crashed there again. That's fine. We'll take that. It could be worse, I suppose. Okay. We're 1/3 of the way done. And we're roughly at 1/3 placement overall, so I guess that maps out. The math checks out. Okay. We're doing a bit better now. We've stabilized a bit. But I do want to catch a few people. Okay, that's barely savable. I was worried that wouldn't be. I guess I'm not the only one that's getting caught on that turn specifically. Oh, that's a long respawn. I don't think that was worth it. I thought there's a checkpoint up here somewhere for some reason. Unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have respawned that. Okay, come on. A little less than halfway done. Lose grip there, of course. That's okay. As long as you're not stuck in a bad respawn, that's fine. Ooh, almost lost grip there again. You seem to be stuck in this like low 20s spot. Like the moment I'm about to break past it, I like instantly crash. So let's try and not do that. I think that was worth the respawn actually, even if it's a bit of a long respawn. Just because we'd have such bad speed through this section. Oh no. That's a bad respawn. I thought I had that aimed right, and I did not. I will say I do like the risky booster there. Actually is a pretty interesting choice on the part of the mapper, Sandcast. I think is normally a weekly shorts mapper, if I remember correctly. I feel like I've definitely seen a bunch of weekly shorts made by Sandcast. Okay, come on. We're back in 22. There's actually a big gap between 22 and 21. I just noticed. That's a brutal gap. I'm literally the border. Huh. Well, maybe somebody ahead of me will get respawn trapped or something. Alright, we'll just focus up and not make mistakes. I say as I crash. We'll just focus up and keep this spot. And if we happen to be able to catch someone, we'll catch someone. Other than that, I think we're just gonna relax for the rest of the Enduro. No point in pushing ourselves at this point, you know. I think no matter how hard I push, I can't catch someone unless a big mistake happens. Especially if I keep making mistakes myself. That's okay, we can get spot 22 back for sure. Oh, that's such a long respawn, but I feel like I had... Well, maybe because of penalty, it wasn't worth it. Alright, maybe we're relaxing too much. Maybe we've begun to relax way too much. Okay, I thought that wasn't savable for a second. We are gonna lose speed there, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah, this Enduro is gonna go really quick. I think this might be the fastest Enduro yet. Because we're 2/3 of the way done and it's only been 25 minutes, so it's gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be like a... We're gonna be done by like 38 or so, I think. Certainly first place will be. Alright, let's catch back up to 22. Still got a few seconds to go, but that is a doable gap. Especially if they make a mistake. Yeah, got the spot back. They made a critical error. Alright, now let's hold it for real. Got about a quarter of the race left. And we're just gonna hold on to this 20-second spot. Yeah. Now, hopefully next week's Enduro... Oh, went too high there. What the... I have not made that mistake before. No, hopefully next week's Enduro isn't super interesting like last week's, or I'm gonna be really annoyed I missed it again. Like, come on. Why do you have to put an interesting Enduro on the one week I couldn't play it? Right? That's an unfortunate respawn. Could be worse, I suppose. At least the person behind me also made a really awful mistake, it seems like. Oh, I'm 21. What happened? I'm straight to 21. Maybe somebody gave up? Must have been, because there's a massive gap between us and the next place. Or they got like super respawn trapped there. Well, maybe that'll happen again and we'll get 20th. Not that we can count on that. Is this savable? Yeah. We're gonna lose our 21st spot for sure though. Okay, I only got a few laps left. I think we can take back this spot, but we need to not lose it again. There's just not enough time left to catch back up if we make another mistake. Same goes for DN Diego though. My rival through this latter portion of the race. He can't make any mistakes either. Or it's over. Don't think that's DN Diego. Yeah, that's somebody else. That smacked the wall there. DN Diego is still in front of me. This car that I'm chasing right now. Slowly but surely catching up to. Not even that slowly, to be honest. We're basically right on top of them now. 6 laps to go. We're just doing these laps a bit faster than them. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe not this lap. Gonna lose a bit of time. Thankfully not a awful error. But we lost a little bit of time on him. Come on. We can catch him. We're catching everyone but D and Diego. Here we are, right on him. Basically have the same time. Oh, but he messed up. I don't know what happened there. But he's gone. He is gone. Yeah, he's not showing up on the splits at all. So he's like way far behind. Looking good. Just need to clean up. First place, just finished with a 32. That's crazy. That's a really fast Enduro. We're gonna finish with like a 37, if that, maybe even shorter. Yeah, this is definitely the shortest Enduro we've had. Still have a half a minute gap, sorry, between us and the next place, which is crazy. So they're basically a full lap ahead. So we're just on our own. Big gap between us and the next place, both ways, I think. Because no one else is showing up on the splits. Alright, finish up. Sub 36. We got a 35.56. Not too bad. But yeah, there's just a big gap between like the... Oh, let's look at the gap. Yeah, it evens out a little bit after this gap here between Tony and me. But... yeah. Unfortunate. Looks like there's only a few people left on the track. And everyone's gonna finish. Everyone has more than enough time to finish. Okay. Sorry, I was responding to those messages I got mid-race. Just one person left on the track, yep, on the final lap. 29th place, everyone else quit out, it seems. Alright. Now end today's Enduro. Solid map. But now we got an hour before the weekly short start. So let's first, now that we got the Enduro finish, now that we're practiced, let's get the AT here. Let's get the weekly Grand AT. Forgot there's shrubbery there at first. It all got smushed by all the players, I think. These cars are blocking me from the fast path. What the hell? At least we're already in first. That's a good sign. We're getting the AT. Yeah, it seems like the AT is quite easy. Quite easy this time around. So we'll bang it out, and then we'll I think we'll do RMC again. I kind of enjoy doing RMC. Oh, bad respawn. That's okay. Unfortunate. Unfortunate that car got right in the way. Oh my god, bro. Get out of my way. I'm just trying to drive on the track. We're still more than ahead, though. Way more than ahead. Comically ahead of the AT, actually. Like, we're gonna finish with like a 5 something. The AT's like an 8. So, no stress. No stress, even though these cars are really trolling me in these last few laps. Like, they're doing their best. They're doing the most right now. Alright. Should have been a sub 6, but we'll take 2 minutes past the AT. Alright. Let's start an RMC challenge. Why don't we? See what happens. Freeze time by spider. Okay. What's up, Little Mac Main? Are you going to Icebox today? If you are, I will be there. Oh, just barely missed gold. Come on. Okay, let's go. I'll see you there. Just missed out on me finishing the Grand Enduro, which is like a 60 lap race. So while I'm waiting for the weekly shorts to be released, we're doing a random map challenge. I have to get gold in as many maps as many random maps as possible. I get done at work at 6. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, it starts at like 6:30, right? Whatever. Let's not turtle on ice. Yeah, I thought this would be like bobsleigh, but it seems like it's not. It is not set up for bobsleigh. Well, this turn is, but oh no, not the red boosters and bob. Hold on. Let's relax. Let's talk about this. Hopefully the metal is easy on this track because it is quote-unquote first ice map. Last time we got there at exactly 6:15. They start at 6, but they always start late. Yeah. Yeah, Smash Locals always start pretty late. Thank God for the reactive booster, I would not have made it. Oh, that's AT, really? That was such a bad run. Okay. It's another gold in the bag. Hunt Premier checkpoint number 1. Okay. Sharp turn. And finish. Okay, we might miss it the first try. Yeah, just barely. Should be pretty easy to get though. Just need to drift after the jump. And reduce air time, and boom. Bob number 4. Please stop giving me ice. Or not even ice. Stop giving me bobsleigh. I don't like bobsleigh. Okay, we're resetting that. I don't even need to look at the rest of the map to know that we can't be doing that. Oh my god, it's a long bobsleigh map too. There's 11 checkpoints. Please. Stop unbobbing. Yeah, this is probably too slow now to get gold, but we'll see. Looks like a pretty simple track. Okay, yeah, we're really slow because we keep messing up with bobsleigh entries. Oh, I think we're actually gonna barely miss gold. No, not really barely, but yeah, definitely super doable. Despite my hatred of this genre of map. Especially ones that are exactly like this, where it's just like bob, turn, bob, turn, bob, turn. With nothing really interesting going on. That turn is so bad. Or that jump is so bad. Okay. We have better speed here. Think we can do it with this run? I think that jump is just really ugly, regardless of how we take it. Same with that jump. You have too much speed to do it right. Okay, +4. I think that's good enough. Even with messing up the last bobsleigh turn. No, it's not. Need a little bit better. Okay, let's focus on not messing up the jump then. I think that's the difference maker here. Yeah, something like, whoa. Okay, that actually did work out. I thought for sure we're getting flung off the map. Okay. Need a little more time in the end. Come on, please. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, 1/10 off. This track is taking way too long to get the gold on. Very unfortunate. I should have known the moment I saw his bob. I almost want to silver skip it, but it's super doable, so I really can't. Okay, this is slightly better, I think. Yeah, you have a little more speed. So even though I'm behind right now, I'll catch up. Especially with a better bob turn here. Let's just try and get this. Slightly worse here, I think. Hard to tell. No, slightly better. Alright, gonna come down to the final turn. Think that was good enough. Yeah, finally. That took way too long. Edited metals. Very short map. Okay, that counted as gold because of the edited metals. Oh, what just happened? Alright, 4 switch. Yeah, I guess whatever map didn't load. Oh, what on earth is this? This is so cursed. I almost want to use the one free skip I have on this, but I have to test it first. See, I'm worried about this gap right here. Because he actually needs some speed to make that gap. But if he can make that gap, the rest of the map is easy-ish. Can you go in the bottom instead? No, the finish is up there. Keep clipping. No, I think we have to do this. I think it's gonna take us a while to get a finish, but once we get the finish, we got it. But we need to like... Actually, I keep trying to ice slide it, but maybe it's just well, snow slide it rather. But maybe if you get enough speed going head on, you can make it. Yeah, okay. Let's just finish the rest of this out. There we go. Almost got AT. That wasn't too bad. Oh, another short map. That's a good sign, probably. Yeah, it seems like it's built by an inexperienced mapper. Easy gold. Oh, what the? Oh, this is a luck map. Is that the finish? I assume this is like a box full of bumpers. Okay. So much skill required there. Now we got tunnel. Okay. Secret tunnel. It's all cruise control. Okay. Okay, barely not gold. Likely because we messed up in the final section. We messed up one of the turns in the tunnel. Okay, that's better. Kind of messing up these turns, but it should be good enough. Yeah, almost AT actually. Alright, MTS Water Park. No water in sight. It says it's tech actually. So I wonder what missed the checkpoint there. So you can miss that. Gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, this is just a tech map. Okay. So I guess it seems like it's competently built overall, which means the AT might actually be pretty tough. Usually tech ATs can, if they're made by a good mapper, they can be pretty tough. So I guess we'll find out. Thankfully it's not too long. Oh, what is this finish here? Huh? Jump here? Wait, I'm missing a checkpoint. Copium is pretty far behind. That is a bit scary. I will admit. There's a chance we need to silver skip this. I don't think this is worth the free skip, but I think this might be a silver skip. Let's see. Yeah, the other problem with tech is you kind of do need to know the map. So they're a little difficult to fast learn. Alright, if we can get the silver here with this run. No, we can't. Not with that crush. We're gonna do our best on these runs, but if we get a silver, we're just gonna take the skip, I think. Unless we get like really close to gold. If I'm like provably close to gold, then I think I might stick it out here. But I fear this map is a little too tricky to get gold on. I'm crashing a lot too, which is a big issue. Not even silver. We did crash a few times. That was pretty similar to the copium we got on our discovery run. Our discovery run wasn't great, so... Okay. We can do a bit better. Come on. I keep forgetting where I'm going on that turn. Okay, this should get silver. Unless we really mess up the end here. Okay, we're taking the silver. We could get gold, but it's not worth the time. Okay, we got a snow car map. Going to the right. Yeah. It's not well. The route isn't visible enough. IMO. Just one note right off the bat. Okay. The route's really just not visible at all. IMO. IMO. Like, It'd be one thing if this is an RPG map, then yeah, of course, the route's not gonna be easy to find, but this is not an RPG map. This is like a competitive style map. And I literally am having the worst time trying to find a route. Oh, I'm tempted to free skip this. I really shouldn't though. We have to see what a decent run looks like here before we consider free skipping it, you know? Because in theory, it should be doable, but practice, we'll have to see. Is that the last checkpoint? If that's the last checkpoint, you can actually shortcut the map. If you can shortcut the map, then maybe this is an easy gold after all. Because you can reactor fly to the end from there. I keep the route isn't clear enough. Yeah, if you're fast enough, you just jump up that. That's the intended route there. I know I see the red booster there, but it's a bit awkward to get to. I guess we should just try. No, there's no way. Yeah, that's meant for respawns for sure. Oh, plastic bounce too. Amazing. Again, Bob coming back to haunt me somehow on a mixed map. It's the Bob that comes back to haunt me. Or on a snow car map rather. A mixed snow car map? Like seriously? That turns evil. Already wasted a lot of time here. So I don't really want to free skip it, but if I can't do the map, we gotta free skip it, you know? Just pray we don't run into like a khaki map. I'll give it a few more tries, but I'm not feeling confident, to say the least. Ay, ay. It's a decent run, but messed up, and now we have a respawn. Alright, let's see the copium. Copium wouldn't have done it. But we can get the silver at least and get out of here. Just need to hit that turn, that little section there after checkpoint 2, I think. Maybe it's checkpoint 3. No, it's checkpoint 2. That evil turn. Evil bobsleigh. Everything else on this track is super doable for me, but this? Like, what? Oh, I'm not fast enough. Oh, no, I am. With a different line, I am. Oi, oi, oi. Come on. Okay, maybe this is good enough. Yeah, a little slow here. Come on. Just don't mess up the end. Come on. The final turn got me. Alright, we're close to escaping this map. We're very close. We're understanding it now. Just need one good run. Okay. That's not great, but I think we can make it work. I think it can be good enough. Alright, silver, get me out of here. If we kept trying, we could maybe get gold, but I'm not wasting more time on this map. Okay. Finally loaded, huh? Speed tech. Not a great sign for me, but this looks like a beginner's first speed tech map. Maybe not. Yeah, these transitions aren't beginner mapper. Bit odd though. That is not where we're supposed to go. Yeah, a lot of jumps in this map, which is pretty odd for quote-unquote speed tech. This kind of feels more like a full speed map than anything. Transitional full speed. I guess this would be transitional speed tech. What they're trying to claim. Okay, slightly behind gold. Okay, this is doable. We can definitely get gold here. Oh, yeah. A random water patch there, messing me up. You have to drift that. Okay. Sure. You're a little too fast not to drift there. I thought it was a sharper drift there. Okay. It's fine. Okay, we should not be failing so much on this track. Maybe I'm still tilted from the last one. I had like no signs whatsoever. And that one evil bobsleigh. Yeah, got the wet wheels. little slow here, but that's okay. I thought I had more clearance than that. We're struggling today. Now I'm worried about how I'll perform on the weekly shorts this week. Is this what happens when I go away for 1 week? Well, I didn't even go away. I still played the shorts last week. I just did it a day later. Like, I literally just need my discovery run just slightly faster, but I keep crashing. And without the failed turn here. That's a drift. See, I'm forgetting the rest of the map now. It's been too long since my discovery run. I keep crashing to start. I'm really struggling here. Guys. And this map's really not that hard. Like, this could be a cup of the day map. Which would be bad for me because I keep failing it. But this isn't that hard. Like, I could do it as a cup of the day map, and I don't think there'd be more complaints than normal. Obviously, there's always complaints when it comes to the cup of the day. This is the end, right? Yeah. Okay, barely got gold. That took way longer than it should have. Cool map. Backwards. Is there anything stopping me from going forwards? Super booster for one. Please tell me I don't need a comical amount of speed to make it through this. Oh no. That's really bad. Well, we kept our free skip for a reason. This might be it. I am not good at backwards. Yeah, this is the free skip. Backwards trial, and I cannot do backwards, so. Alright, we got Poggers map now. Bug slide, okay. Yeah, this run isn't gonna do it, but let's just see the rest of the track. Yeah, this should be pretty simple. Oh, that was gold. Nice. Hello? Map changer? Give it a moment. Yeah, it's not loading. For switch. Okay, engine off rally. Weird champ. Okay, that's not too hard. We mess up the start. We can keep a lot more speed in this section. Yeah. Like, we're not far off AT. Alright. Another one down. Pre-patch ice. That usually only matters if it's Bob. And it does not look like Bob, so this is probably... probably pretty doable. Yeah. Just need a good ice slide. This is probably a map somebody made when the game first came out to experiment with ice. Just one wacky ice turn. So just land in an ice slide. Not like that, that's oversteered. And don't lose the gear there. Okay. Too wide? Come on, we can do this. Just need one good ice slide that doesn't lose the gear. Or gear up, I think is actually the problem. So maybe we need a sharper ice slide. Keep landing into oversteer. That one felt good, but is a little too sharp. That actually could have done it. Almost. Okay, we'll take that gold. A little ugly run, but we'll take it. Uh-oh. I already have a time here and it's not good. What does that mean? Was this Kappa? I think this might have been Kappa. At one point. Yeah, I think this might have been a Kappa map, and I just never did anything past like the initial discovery run. Huh. Yeah, I only did like one run and I quit out of it. Alright, well let's see the rest of the map. This is such a weird map. Okay. To Bob. And finish. Except there's a risky. Okay. I think we're better off on this one than the snow car map we had earlier, but I think this is still gonna be rough. And I don't think we're gonna get a time before before weekly short start. Like this is actually, if this was Kappa, this is actually a pretty difficult Kappa map. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. We'll give it like 2 more tries and then we'll have to switch to weekly shorts. Good start. Almost hit the tree. I'm too slow. Okay, last try. Okay. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to do that section. Like, at all. Not even close to anything. Alright, stop this one. Good attempt. Got stuck on some tracks in the middle there. Oh, what happened? Oh, they just started. I was literally on time. It's like, wait, there should still be a moment. No, there is not a moment. Literally, the second I clicked it, it changed over. Should give me a prompt that I'm saving it. Yeah. Okay. Let me change the thumbnail to represent the weekly shorts now instead of the Enduro. And then we'll take a look at last week's maps. I actually did play a little bit of last week. Just a little bit. I didn't like hardcore grind, but we improved a bit. It's downloads. Okay. Change that, save, please, and thank you. Boom. Okay. Here we are. Weekly shorts. Let's take a look at last week's records. I got 10th in the state. Looks like Sundower's won in the world. Alright, let's see what we got. Crazy Dude Crick with 5th on the first map. That's a little scary. Let's see what we got. Okay. No surprises. Slightly different line. Okay, so it's faster to just go into the inside finish. I guess that's not terribly surprising, but a little disappointing. Yeah, just go full inside, go for the inside finish. Sundowers gets it the best, just by a hair. Now, second map, a brake issue. This is the no brakes map, so it's a bit unique as far as the weekly shorts go. I don't think there'll be any crazy records though. Just good driving. Yeah, super inside line, and as far inside as you can go without losing grip. Nice stuff. But nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Alright, and then we have the track rooms. I am interested to see what the fastest route is. Probably, well, they're a lot faster than whatever I did. But they're probably all going the same way, so we'll just no point in going one by one. Okay, starts similar to mine, but they... Oh wait. I had the correct route! I just got skill issued. I literally had the correct route. This is my discovery run too, I don't think I improved this. Like, I just did it significantly worse, but I literally did the same route. I got the right route on the third map, let's go. Anyway, let's see it one more time from their perspective. So obviously I got skill issued in this part here, so you have the wall hit and then get a clean line here. And you just have much more speed to go to the end, super inside line. But I'm surprised I had the correct route from the go. That's crazy. I thought for sure there must have been a better way. Alright. Now we got Melt featuring Sandcast by Wapzo. There's not going to be any surprises here, and in fact there is a tie for first place, but Sundower is getting it first. Sundower is going off this week. Yeah, literally no surprises. We're only like a quarter of a second behind first. Next map. As always, you know I have issues with the fast maps. Pizza delivery. We actually had a decent time here. I don't think there will be anything unusual in this one either. Looks like they go over to grass because it's not penalty. Okay, they shortcut a bit through the trees. And they get the stadium car in the end. Actually, I think that was pretty similar to what I did, just they had a much better start because they go way further inside. Yeah, and they cut the trees twice there. Oh, I didn't get the stadium car. But I had a similar route, similar idea. Alright. Well, that's enough of last week. Let's check out this week, see what we got. So this is our wide map. It looks extra wide today. So not going up there, going down here. This is about as wide as a map can get. Yeah. So the record's just gonna be precision here, right? Like, you don't want that drop down. They probably go into that finish. Yeah, this is pretty basic, unless I'm missing something. Which could always happen, you never know. I'm just gonna take a look now. This is so basic. What is this? I'm not missing any like hidden boosters or anything. You have to take that checkpoint. I mean, there's a world you go super wide and go into the checkpoint there, but I don't think so. I think that's super copium. Yeah, this is too basic. Like, I don't mind map 1 being basic. I understand that's meant for beginners. but this is like way too basic. This is like, there's just a lack of anything here. I think it's mostly going to come down to the first jump. How low can he get it to go? Yeah, maybe use that to start a speed slide. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's a speed slide there as well. Oh yeah, I think it's literally just like the first jump. And yeah, speed slide, speed slide. A little bit of a disappointing map 1, I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah, I think you do just go super low. As low as possible on this first turn into jump. Okay, a little better. I feel like we're really close to capping out though. Yeah, another similar improvement. I guess another similar drop in the rankings. Yeah, maybe if there's just a way to get like more speed on the jump here. Going high doesn't make sense though. No, that doesn't make sense at all. It's gotta be like start low, jump as low as possible. So pretty similar to what my PB is doing already. Yeah, that was a pretty good jump though. Hit the penalty. Something like that. Oh! Hold on. That was a godlike jump. Oh, I messed up there. Could have been better. Could have definitely been better. That was the ideal start though, I think. Like, look how low I jumped. Yeah, that's too low, but I thought I clipped there, but I didn't. Better there. Way too wide there. Okay. Come on, we can do this. I see the exact line I need to take. Yeah, I definitely clipped that, but I still might be able to improve. Yeah, 10th is actually pretty good improvement on a map like this. If I did clip the start, and I think I might have clipped the penalty just a touch, just a slight touch, And a slight little airtime there too. So it's not perfect, but we're starting to like, how much more optimal can you go, right? What's the line when you can't improve anymore? See, that was close. Alright, we should probably just move on to the next map. I just don't see anything else happening here. It's just a thoroughly uninteresting map. I mean, I'm sure beginners will like it, but I dislike this map, unfortunately. It's too basic. Too little going on. Alright, now we got Wild Island. This is our slow map. Looks like there's a lot of penalty. A lot of hills. Okay. See, this one has a lot more going on, right? Oh, that is solid vine. You cannot drive through that. Okay, better section there should get us the AT. Or not. Or we crash on something silly. Okay. A little bit of airtime there is gonna help. This one's also a bit basic, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely better than the first map. Like, that is not a question, but still pretty basic as far as the slow maps go. Okay, we need to stop getting airtime on that downhill. Airtime there is good. Maybe an airtime there, but we need to get this downhill. Okay. I'm a little worried I'm missing like a secret, you know? Also, I ate the gear there. Probably gonna... Oh, no, no, we're still getting PB, but... Need to not eat the gear, please. I'm a little worried there's like a secret I'm missing. Like maybe a secret booster here. But this also feels like the kind of map that wouldn't have a secret booster. Maybe a secret booster here. I mean, we might as well check it out. Yeah, I don't think there's any secret booster down there. What about later on? Well, we'll try in a different run. This run's a little too good for us to throw it away for no reason. Alright. Yeah, we'll check it on this run. There's no, like, hidden boosters back here. No. There's nothing. But yeah. This map's a little simple, but it's definitely way better than the first map. Like, this section here is definitely the most interesting part of the map. But other than that, there's not too much going on. Just some penalty driving. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some crazy strat that people will discover. Right now I'm thinking this one's a neutral. Not like offensively bad like the other one. At least in terms of like what you can do in the map. But could be better. Could be better. Just feeling a bit uninspired by it, that's all. I really don't know how much more I can improve, and clearly the others playing right now agree. My ranking's decent in the world. I think it really just comes down to the gear there. Alright, we'll try for like another couple minutes, but I think we're probably gonna leave it there. Still not sure if we want to cut inside or not on that section there. Slight PB. Just a little bit. Exactly top 100 now. Yeah, not much further we can do. Yeah, maybe there's like a quantum slide you can do in the end or something like that, but I don't know. That's like a little bit of a little bit of trickery that I normally don't do. I think you can do it with just action key 3 to be honest, but maybe action key 2 in that situation. If the speed lines up just right. And there's no point wobbling over the penalty here because you're already so slow. You're already slow enough that the penalty's not really slowing you any further. Alright, last try. And we move on. You get a neutral. Honestly, if it was last week, I might have downvoted it, but I think the first map being so bad spared this one. Anyway, here's map 3, power plant. This is supposed to be pathfinding slash puzzle. I'm a little concerned based off the start. I'm a little concerned. I assume that's a finish in the hole there. It's reactor? Huh. Oh, there's hidden paths. Okay. I just spotted a hidden path here. I was very concerned, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was not seeing any hidden paths or anything like that. I was like, what happened? What happened to the map 3s I love? Oh, keep bonking into the light. Come on. No, I need to come at that with more speed. Okay. This route doesn't seem great, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because I'm being skill issued, but I think even without the skill issue, even disregarding the skill issue, this map route would be pretty rough. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. This route is a no-go. Yeah, there's no way. Absolutely no way that's the route. What about backwards? There's like a culvert. Doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Please tell me that's not the only alternate route. There must be something else here. What's this? target. How'd Enduro go? It could have gone better. I kept crashing, but I got like 20th, so not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see. There must be some other route. Come on. Is it really just this plastic route in here? That's the bonus route, but it's so bad. You can't do the plastic route in here. Well, maybe you get this and you drop down, but even that seems bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of lost on this map because I see the plastic path and that's the only path I see, and it seems way too slow. And like there's the reactors on the side here, but you're still going most of the way this way, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's like they made a regular like map, like a regular short map, and they're like, oh, here's a fun plastic sideway that's much slower to go on. Anyway, this is your pathfinding map. Or puzzle map. Unless there's a real good puzzle that I'm just completely missing. It's not looking good. Because it really does seem like the best way is just to do the regular way, quote unquote. Yeah, this is map 3. Like, there's the main way here. Then there's this like plastic little trial thing in here, but it's like way too slow. It is way too slow compared to the other way. And then you can get reactors in here, but like you're already basically at the end anyway. So that's why I'm so lost. Like, I must be missing something, right? Alright, there's this target out here that I haven't tried. Let's try the target. I did notice the target earlier, but I didn't actually try and go on it. I'm just gonna pick up the last checkpoint. Nope. Doesn't seem to be anything. Doesn't look like anything to me. You could go on a reset here, skip the first turn. That's something, I guess. And maybe cut the last turn, but I don't know. This is a pretty disappointing map 3. Maybe if the other way was like at least somewhat close in comparison to the quote-unquote regular way, but it's not. It's just not like even remotely close. Yeah, I think it's literally drop down there and then jump straight towards the finish. Don't even bother with the reactors. No point in bothering with the reactors. They take you a little too far out of the way. So if you have enough speed, you just jump straight to the finish. But I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I hope I'm missing something, to be completely honest. Like there's under here. There's a penguin. Is there anything else under here? Oh yeah. What a mess. There really is just nothing. Like I'm looking for anything and it's not giving me anything. I mean, my time's not great, but I already knew that. Like, my runs haven't been great going the regular way. Yeah, I want to cut there. I'll try cutting there, but we'll probably move on. My feedback would be to make the other, at least make the other route like closer. But the other route is like, I know I'm not doing the other route well, but it's not even close. Like it's not even remotely close. So there's no point looking at it. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just severely skill issued. Maybe it is faster to go that way, but it really does not seem like it. Like that's a lot better. It's at least top one in my state. Like, it's too awkward to get the reactors here. Like, even if you get the reactor, what then? It's not faster. It's not faster than just going the normal way. I don't know. I hope when I watch like Grenadi's discovery later today that he did find something here, but I'm not getting anything. Downvote. Oops. We do not want Ubisoft Connect. We'll move on. This is a Mappy by L2. And yeah, obviously if I missed something on the last map, then you can retroactively change that to an upvote. Or I will retroactively change it to an upvote, or a neutral at least. But it really did not seem like there was. I did look. And the alternate path is just so slow. Maybe you can do some like crazy plastic bounce up there. That's the only thing I can think of though. Like literally you have to do like some wacky plastic bounce up to the first checkpoint and then somehow do plastic bounce up the second and then drop down to the regular finish. That's the only way. Like I don't think there's any other way to go faster in this on that track. Anyway, I need to stop molding about the quote-unquote map 3. We're on map 4. It seems like I'm fine map 4. Unfortunately, I historically do not like map 4. This time it is not the map's fault. It is my fault. I'm just not a map 4 guy. Okay, we can maybe try and get a sub 16. Yeah, we need to enter further to the left for the first plastic. That way we can get a better line here with speed. And better lines through the rest of it. Barely not a 16, and that's because I released a couple times. Oh, almost sniped it. There we go, sub 16. I'd say that's at least a respectable time, right? We'll try and improve a little. Yeah, this has been one of the weakest weakest weekly shorts we've had in a while, unfortunately. I think is the truth. Even if the last map is good, which I hope it is. Map 1 was very disappointing, map 3 was very disappointing, and map 2 and 4. And again, if you're the mapper, it's not like... I just think it's not good in the context of weekly shorts, right? Like, track 1 is a great track for beginners, and track 3... I mean, obviously I have my issues with the side path being just significantly slower, but... I mean, the rest of the track is fine, it just doesn't work in the context of this is a pathfinding map for weekly shorts. That is my opinion. And yeah, map 2 and 4 have been okay. No problems, but doesn't really stick out either. So, even if map 5 is goated, it's still not going to be a great week. IMO. Watch like I feel like usually my opinions align pretty well with like Grenati, but are like a little different from Virtual. But watch like Grenati completely disagree and love all these tracks. I don't think he will. I think we both carry like pretty similar opinions, right? And the reason why I'm comparing myself to him is because he's like the one person I watch for weekly shorts. So like, he releases his weekly short video later in the day, and I'll go ahead and watch just out of, to see if if he got some different lines I completely missed or what have you. Or if he just completely skill issues me, which, I mean, he's one of the best players in the world. Of course he will. But we have pretty similar opinions, I believe. At least for the most part. So I can't imagine he's happy either. He's probably fuming about this, even worse than I am. Yeah, if anything, he's more negative than I am, so... I don't know. We'll see. This map is decent. It's a nice plastic map. I actually do like plastic quite a bit. Well, kind of plastic. I don't know if you could fully call it plastic, but I'm enjoying this map much more than I enjoyed the other maps so far. And when I'm saying that about a fast map, you know it's dire. Because I do not like the fast maps normally. Yeah, missed the finish. Couldn't get the right line to get to the finish. We were close to. But we had so much speed it made it really awkward. Too fast. Alright, we'll give it a couple more tries, and then we'll move on to map number 5. See what we got. Keep crashing that. But I need like a really aggressive turn there. That's why I keep going like super hard into it. I need a really aggressive turn there and a really aggressive turn in the end. Like I need to just go full inside or I'm not gonna make it for any of those. Oh, my steering got locked. That was weird. I keep crashing it. Had to slow down, but that is still better. That is still a PB. We'll take it. I mean, that's a pretty good time overall. You know what? You get an upvote. Congrats. The first upvote of the weekly shorts and where I'm at for. And I normally give them away like candy, come on. Alright, and then we finally have the troll map made by Crazy Dude Crook. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. He's normally the weekly shorts map 5 grinder. And it's slot car racing. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. I guess we're going. I don't know what to do. I feel like I had no agency whatsoever there. Like, whatever was gonna happen is gonna happen. Okay. Try green. Yeah, it's just trying to control the bumps so that you don't lose a lot of speed. Okay, we get AT with the green route. Try to yellow. Yellow's gonna start far behind, but should catch up because turns aren't as bad. It looks like there's some other stuff going on though besides the slots, so we'll check it out. Seems like there's other stuff going on. There might be hope here. I see stuff on the left. There might still be hope for this weekly short. Oi, bad bounce. Okay. Let's check out what's going on over here. Gotta choose your car. We'll choose desert. Desert's normally pretty fast. Looks like we have like tech. Well, not really. This is probably slower. Just want to get that out there. I cannot imagine this is faster than going the main route. It's a little too involved. I missed the checkpoint too. What if we go this way? We move back up with the outside truck. Outside normal way map. Whatever you want to call it. Is there something like on the outside? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, I think you're intended to just get the tech. Or the main route, the coin slot route, whatever you want to call it. The other route's just too slow. Alright, we'll do stadium car this time. I feel like desert car is actually faster in this though. Not that it really matters. Oh, that's the checkpoint I missed. I didn't even see that. Alright. Stadium. Alright, Big G. You better be in solidarity with me, or everything I spoke about last map is gonna make me look really stupid. But this is like way too slow. There's no point going this way. Besides it being a little funny side route, I suppose. Unless there's a way to like hop back on the track. Complete it that way. But I don't think so. I don't think there's gonna be anything. I think there's just it's just too long. Even though it did perfectly, it'd be like a 45 maybe. So we'll just focus on the coin slots. I did like green. Green did treat me right. I think blue might theoretically be a little faster, but our PB's on green. Alright, let's try blue then. I don't like either of the outside ones. Okay, slight PB. I'm not doing well in state, but I've been so focused on the side route that is 5 trillion times slower that I'm not too surprised about that. What if we just hold forward? What if me steering is actually worse than just press forward? It's frighteningly... It's closer than it should have been. What if we just press forward and start though? No. Low input strat found. Oh, this is actually not that bad. Nope, get stuck backwards. Yeah, our start was slow. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a little bit better. I feel like I would have been happier with the map if the side route was not included at all, right? Like, I know it's just a little fun thing to do, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a sour mood from the first few maps. Now I'm being a Grinch. Well, let's just focus on coin slotting it up. Rally Plastic, my nemesis actually. I actually really do not do well with Rally Plastic ever. Almost PV'd. It is almost time for the cup of the day. So we'll just try and get one more PB, hopefully. I keep forgetting which way it's turning after. It's always left. Uh-oh. I have escaped. Alright, last try. Somehow that PB'd. Okay. Had a terrible start, but somehow it's a decent time. I don't know. It gets a plus. I'll give it a plus. But today's tracks are looking rough. Not gonna lie. They're looking a little rough. Alright, what's the weekly grand? Green Factory by Sandcast again. Sandcast stepping in for the weekly grands. Alright, time to hop on. Cup of the day. Alright, it's Sunday Fun Day, so we'll see what's going on. And it looks like water. Horrifying. And it's not good for me. I guess the map name makes sense for underwater water driving. Oh, there's stuff on the side to prevent you from sticking to it. That's evil. What the hell? That's the only way I know how to do these maps. These tracks, rather. Yeah, it seems just to make sure you smooth steer it so you can get past these tech turns. Wow, I lost the entire lead I had to that one mistake. I'll get it back here because I landed in the water. I'll gain back here. Okay. Maybe we can learn this. Yeah, it's reactor water. It's just a reactor water map. So it's just going to be about good lines. Gold! Wow, I got a div one time currently. I don't see that sticking, but that is funny. I don't think I'm that good at water driving. Water reactor driving. Would be funny if I got div 1 for this. I did get div 2 into one Sunday Funday map. I just realized this isn't even just Sunday Funday. This is the first of the no, yesterday was the first of the month, wasn't? Oh, that's why yesterday's was so dank, for lack of a better word. It all makes sense. Yeah, yesterday is the first of the month. I was wondering why that map was so, like, difficult. That's why. Because it was the first of the month. And this is Sunday Funday, so we get another troll map, basically. I slowed down too much. Oh, bad line. Alright. Just noticed the mapper is in third here. Seems like Grenadier and Doyle have like really good times. Insane underwater driving. I guess this makes sense for this would be a wheel map. Very smooth steering oriented. Right. Ah, greedy. Very greedy. I was so fast there. Okay. A little slow in the end, but that's fine. It's another PB. About halfway done with the qualies. Time's still holding up a bit. I suspect it's gonna drop down to like div 10 range if I don't improve. I think it mostly comes down to these first couple turns, and I'm doing poorly. touch the wall. That was good too. Yeah, normally in water I feel like you ride the wall, but in this one you are allergic to the wall, basically. Almost. I feel like that's a good line, but it's very tricky. Yeah, something like that. Ooh, lots of speed here. Almost hit the wall, but we're good still. Too close to the wall. Starting to get a feel for this. Well, it might be too late. That's a dumb mistake. Come on. I want one more PB. I don't even care about what div we get in. I think whatever div we get in is fine enough, but I want one more PB. Almost. Such a dumb mistake. We're on the final part 2. Oh, that was close. So was that. We're a little slow there because of it. We're about even with our PB. Alright, we got like 2 more attempts. One and a half. That wall hit was okay, I guess. Go slow here. No! It was just a little too close. Well, that's alright. We're like div 10, div 11-ish. Could have been a bit better. Alright. Div 11. Let's see what we can do. Alright, well, we'll chillax until it starts. Okay. Alright. Noel him around. Let's see what happens. Watch me get a big PB here. Oh, I won't with that line, but it's okay. It's a no limit round, so we were allowed to mess up a bit. I suspect that would have been fine in a normal round, even with this. Alright. Now we need the lock in for real. I don't know why that entry into water was so slow, but yeah, we're good. Oi, not great. Oh, that's really bad actually. I didn't think it'd be that bad. Oh, the wet wheels. What the hell? Alright, we should be fine though. Should be fine. Oh, this run's looking kind of nice. This run's looking kind of nice. Oh. Oh, that's bad. The run was so good too. That's so bad. I think we're out. The copium's probably gonna be a PB for sure too. Yeah, the copium would have been a big PB and we were out. Unfortunate. I'll give it a plus. I'll give it a plus. Alright. Well, that, I think, is going to be the end of today's stream. Unfortunately, the weekly shorts were pretty disappointing this week. But that is alright. We will come back next week Well, not next week. Monday next week. So we'll be back late. We'll miss the Grand Enduro, but we'll be discovering the weekly shorts and do Cup of the Day on Monday when I get home. All right.